Yo, what's going on, y'all? This is Marcus Rosa, a.k.a. Mazuma TV, back at y'all with some more boxing talk, man. I hope everybody's having a blessed, beautiful, positive, productive day. I'm just chilling, enjoying my break in this beautiful Philadelphia fall-type weather, back at y'all with some more of that good shit. You feel what I'm saying? On the road to 3K. We well into the 2,300 mark, about to hit that 2,400 mark in due time. Shout out to the nation and the mob for making this possible. All right, y'all, let's talk. I wanted to speak about two different things, man. So I'm going to just combine this into one, video. We're going to speak about Vergil Ortiz and what's on the horizon for him. And then we're going to speak a little bit about Jaron Ennis and the current state of the 147-pound division. But let's tackle the Vergil Ortiz situation first, because it does have to do with Jaron Ennis to an extent. Now, Oscar De La Hoya had came out, I believe it was on Saturday night when they had that Latin, that Latin night or whatever the case was. And Oscar De La Hoya says that there's 3 options for Vergil Ortiz in his next bout coming up in February. And the names are Terrence Bud Crawford, the pound-for-pound #1 fighter over at Mazuma TV. 4-division world champion, just came off of a good win against Israel Madrimov and is currently the WBA junior middleweight champion of the world right now. Another one, Sebastian Fundora. Sebastian Fundora coming off of a victory against Tim Tszyu and is currently a unified champion at 154 pounds, having the WBC and having the WBO. You see what I'm saying? The third one on the list is Jaron Boots Ennis, somebody who just came off of a victory against Karen Chukazayan. I'm sorry, man. I'll never get the last name right, but you get what I'm saying. And is currently the IBF welterweight champion of the world with a couple title defenses under his belt. And if he's not able to get a unification fight at 47, he's looking to move up to 154. So those are the 3 options for Vergil Ortiz. Now, I had a few people ask me what is most likely the opponent. In all honesty, man, and really looking over the situation from a business aspect, I really feel like the one that could probably be made easiest, considering that, Golden Boy is working with Riyadh Season and, Terrence Crawford works with Riyadh Season. I feel like that's a fight that Turki Al-Sheikh could really put together, you know what I'm saying, with the quickness. You feel what I mean? Terrence Crawford is an ambassador for Riyadh Season, so him and Turki Al-Sheikh pretty close. Golden Boy signed some type of deal with Riyadh Season, so they got a good business relationship. They've been working quite frequently since, Turki Al-Sheikh really started coming into boxing, being more active in boxing. So I feel like that's a fight that could really happen, and it's probably the more realistic one. The second most realistic one, in all honesty, I think is the Sebastian Fundora fight, because in all honesty, Sebastian Fundora is a WBC champ. I don't know exactly what's going on with the Earl Spence situation. I was hearing he was supposed to fight. I don't know. It seems like Earl Spence got a lot of shit going on. But, Vergil Ortiz is the WBC interim champ, from what I understand, after beating Sergey Bohachuk. So that's a fight that, the WBC could probably enforce, in all honesty. You know what I'm saying? To put Fundora in a situation where he has to fight the man. I don't know exactly how that'll happen, but I feel like that's the second most reliable one. And it seems like that's the option that Vergil Ortiz wants the most, based off of what I've been hearing him say in the media. Now, the third one, unfortunately, and it's a fight that I definitely want to see, and there's been a lot of talks about it, is a Jaron Ennis one. You feel what I'm saying? I feel like the Jaron Ennis one is the one that's least likely to happen. You really got to think about it. Vergil Ortiz is at 154 pounds. He has 2 champions that he could possibly fight, and that's somebody who's a champion but not in the weight class that he competes in. So if you're thinking from Vergil Ortiz's perspective, are you going to take on a guy who's moving up in weight that could possibly throw you off of your position at 154? Or are you going to face a unified champion, Sebastian Fundora? Or are you going to face another champion in the division, who could, if you beat him, could take you to the top of the mountain, in Terrence Crawford? You see what I'm saying? So when you really weigh in the options, unfortunately, in this situation, it seems like Jaron Ennis comes dead last. You feel what I'm saying? And it's not because, Jaron Ennis ain't shit. It's just that the other guys who are currently in the division, they actually have, a piece of jewelry or pieces of jewelry that Vergil Ortiz wants. So that's my opinion on that situation, man. I wouldn't be surprised if Fundora or Terrence Crawford end up getting that fight done with Vergil Ortiz before Jaron Ennis. Now, let's talk about Jaron Ennis. Jaron Ennis, like I said, IBF welterweight champion of the world. Got 2 title defenses under his belt. Just got a good victory over Karen. There was a lot of controversy, a lot of negative criticism, but nonetheless, he beat the man twice. He defended his title in his hometown. he did his thing. You feel what I'm saying? Despite what the contrarians may say, he did what he had to do to get the victory. Now, Boots has been real adamant about, either unifying in the division or moving up. And I understand, man, look, Boots is 27, 28 years old from what I understand. And look, man, it's getting harder for him to make that 147-pound limit. And he doesn't really want to go through the process of the rehydration clause, you know what I'm saying, that the IBF has in play. What's up, bro? I'm making a video right now. What's up, baby? Chilling. You hear that too? Nah, I'm just making a YouTube video right now. That's my boy. Yeah. I be tuning in, my guy. I appreciate you, bro. Huh? You be out here? I work down the block. I see you though, baby. Yes, sir. But anyways, yeah, man, that was my boy Jesus and shit. But nah, check this shit out. So, like I was saying, Boots don't really want to go through that rehydration process. You feel what I'm saying? And from what I understand, when the IBF does unification with another sanctioning body, they void the rehydration clause overall. You feel what I'm saying? So I think that Boots doesn't really want to go through that process where he has to hold 10 pounds and take away from, his abilities in the ring and, not, being able to perform to the best of his ability. You feel what I'm saying? So he's looking at, and plus, I don't really feel like Boots is at the point in his career now where he wants to continue fighting guys who don't really bring anything to the table in terms of, status, you know what I'm saying, belts, whatever the case may be. He has goals that are in place, and, guys like Karen and guys like Blair Cobbs, they're not going to get him where he ultimately wants to go. You feel what I'm saying? And in reality, I'm pretty confused about how the way these champions are moving in the 147 right now, because when you really look over the division, Boots is the biggest star at 147 pounds right now. You see what I'm saying? Blair is not no bigger star than Boots. Barrios is not a bigger star than Boots. Stanionis, Brian Norman, neither one of these guys are anywhere near Boots, in my opinion, in the skill set department. But I'm not even focusing on that. I'm talking about in terms of being a star, being a draw. You feel what I'm saying? And the only way these guys are going to get career high paydays in their division is if they fight Jaron Ennis. So it's like, is it really about the money with y'all? Is it like what is it? You trying to hold on to the belts? Like, what is it? Because Mario Barrios, they said he was gonna have a kid. He had a kid or whatever. Ended up fighting Abel Ramos. Almost got stopped by Abel Ramos. And Abel Ramos was not, I don't give a fuck what nobody said. He a sturdy dude, veteran. You know what I'm saying? A gatekeeper at this point in time. But was he really worthy of a WBC title shot? Absolutely not, man. Brian Norman, he was about to take on, before he got injured, he was about to take on Derek Cuevas. Was Derek Cuevas worthy of a WBO title shot over Jaron Ennis? Absolutely not. You see what I'm saying? Stanionis, I don't know what he's doing right now. You know what I'm saying? They gave him the WBA title after Bud vacated, and he's been quiet ever since then. Just sitting on the shelf waiting for an opportunity. So it's like, you sitting around with the belt, not making no type of money. Why not take on Jaron Ennis? The 147 division pound, the 147 pound division right now, man, this shit ass backwards. You feel what I'm saying? They ain't even making no type of motherfucking sense, bro. It's like, y'all prize fighters, right? So it's evident that y'all fight for a prize, right? So what bigger prize are y'all gonna get in the 147 pound division outside of facing Jaron Ennis? Who's bringing more money to the table at 147 than Jaron Ennis? Come on, dog. Like, we see what it is. We know what the fuck going on. And, at this point in time, bro, these welterweights got to really step up. Boxing fans really got to put pressure on these motherfucking welterweight champions to face Jaron Ennis, because, in all honesty, there's no bigger fight than that for these guys. You know what I mean? Even if they fight each other, they're not going to accumulate the revenue that they'll make facing Jaron Ennis. You feel what I'm saying? But, that's my opinion on this situation, man. I combined two topics into one. Y'all let me know what y'all think about Vergil Ortiz's opponent selection. Who do you think he's going to lean towards? And what do you think about Jaron Ennis and the 147-pound division? Y'all let me know in the comments below. This is Mazuma TV. Thank you very much for tuning in. I'm out of here, man. Peace.